December, I reacted to Mermaids, The Body Found, the Discovery Channel mockumentary that, I keep wanting to say fooled a generation. I don't think that's really true. Fooled a generation into believing that the existence of mermaids had been confirmed. I watched this for 3 reasons. First of all, I am so terrified of anything spooky, especially underwater. Number 2, I was obsessed with mermaids as a kid, and I still kind of am. And number 3, I love niche, weird things like that. Internet history, bizarre generational things, stuff like that. That video did get copyright restricted, and I have no way of knowing who can actually view it, so naturally I'm going to do it again with the sequel that came out 2 years after the original in 2013. Mermaids, The New Evidence. Now, in that first video, I kind of tried to dress like mermaid core, and I haven't done that at all today, but we're gonna watch it anyway. I hope this is the actual thing, because it was kind of hard to find. It was a lot harder to find than the original. The original is like on YouTube, and I think Doxy Casa made a video on it, which is how I found out about it like years ago.
It was the explosive documentary that captured the attention and imagination of the entire world. Mermaids, The Body Found revealed the tantalizing prospect that the creatures of legend and lore are real. And meet eyewitnesses whose own accounts support the findings of Dr. Paul Robertson, the marine biologist whose claims shocked the world.
Welcome back, Dr. Paul.
And who is here to talk with me tonight.
Okay,
Welcome to Mermaids, The New
this is part of
Evidence.
the documentary. Dr. Paul Robertson is not a real person.
In the days following its premiere telecast, Mermaids, The Body Found became the top trending item and one of the most searched terms in the world on Google, and the top trending topic on the world's most popular news sites.
2012 was like my peak Googling mermaids time, and I hadn't even watched this documentary. It was a very mermaid-saturated time in history, I feel. Mako Mermaids was on TV? Am I right? I mean, it was after the time of H2O. Maybe Mako was a little bit later. Okay, yeah, the final episode of Just Add Water aired in 2010, so that was before. And then Mako started in 2013. Okay, so they kind of skipped 2012, but still, we were very interested in mermaids, and that decade was mermaid saturated. I wonder why. I've got no answer. I just wonder.
But we didn't achieve what we'd hoped to achieve in coming forward. Our goal in exposing the Navy's activities was to stop their sonar testing, and that didn't happen. The sonar testing is still proceeding.
Maybe this is presumptuous because I've only watched like 4 minutes of this so far, but I actually think that whoever played Dr. Paul, because I can't find his actor anywhere, he was actually really good. Like, I loved Mermaids, The Body Found because it's so campy, but if somebody just showed me this interview and was like, this is real, I would go, okay. I'm not the most discerning person in the world, but
there are quite a few scientists who reject the aquatic ape theory. They say the human body was never evolving, never adapting to a marine environment.
Look, hold out your hand. Spread your fingers. See this webbing here? Mm-hmm. Other apes don't have that. Chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans, they don't have fingers like that. They don't have the webbing. Why do we have it?
I don't have a lot of webbing.
Why can we hold our breath longer than any other terrestrial animal, even longer than some marine mammals?
When we come back, a city offering $1 million reward for proof of mermaids. We'll show you the shocking video that might claim it.
I love this piece of music.
And
I love it.
Government, Kiryat Yam has had so many reported mermaid sightings, the local government has offered a $1 million reward to anyone who provides indisputable evidence of the existence of a mermaid in their local waters. Paul, have you heard of this?
Yes, I have.
And what do you think?
Paul?
I don't quite know. I suspect that perhaps it's the work of an enterprising tourist board, but maybe I shouldn't be too quick to judge.
He's judging. He's judging hard. Literally the last thing he said in Mermaids, The Body Found was, do not look for them. I don't think we should look for them. I think we need to leave them alone. I agree with him. And then he's come back. 1 year later, they're like, get the mermaids. It's also funny that he's like, the government is doing testing that is beaching whales. Like, these whales, they're killing so many whales and covering it up. And everyone's like, yeah, but the mermaids, you discovered mermaids were real. And he's like, But they're killing whales! The whales are being killed, please! No one cares about the whales. They want to see the mermaids.
According to eyewitness accounts, the mermaid only comes out at sunset. And she's apparently a little camera shy as well, as no one has photographic evidence. But if you do, then there is a $1 million reward in it for you.
But all the locals are like, yeah, she's there.
Assures me it's not a tourist ploy.
Would you give these guys the $1 million?
If I had the money. The footage looks compelling, but it's not for me to say.
It's not for me to say. Who's to say? The only guy in that room who's seen a mermaid is like, I don't know. Why did you come on this show?
Moving from one government official who is openly searching for the existence of mermaids to another who vehemently denies them. We're about to watch the footage that caused an uproar in the United Kingdom last year when it was leaked to the media. Joining us now via satellite is a spokesperson for Her Majesty's Coast Guard, District Officer Kenneth Greenwood. Officer Greenwood, thank you for joining us. I know you've commented on this footage.
Is this going to be a real British person, or
is
is the accent going to be bad? Place your bets.
You're welcome.
Just so you know, marine biologist Dr.
I'll tell you.
No, they have not. Our position remains that there is nothing unusual depicted in this footage.
It's like a butler accent.
A rigid-hulled inflatable boat. They're taking the rib...
A rigid-hulled inflatable boat!
Those glowing eyes.
Glowing eyes?
Yes. And that attention was from biologists who say...
That this could be a seal?
Seals' eyes reflect light that way.
Officer Greenwood...
But I would offer that the animal in the footage seems to have a pronounced sagittal crest, the noticeable ridge on its skull, and I don't know of any seals that have such a prominent skull ridge.
You can't see that in that footage. Paul.
Was a mermaid on display in New York City in the 1800s? Our next guest has discovered evidence that
Not if it was half a monkey.
Then, the seemingly unexplainable YouTube video taken hundreds of feet below the surface of the ocean.
I'm here again. I'm back in the building again. I have to watch. I'm here to watch this documentary. I can't spend half of it behind my hand.
What we're looking at now are some of the hundreds of knockoffs that survived from the time. But it was another mermaid in Barnum's collection that may be even more interesting to us today.
But the real big attraction at his museum was the Fiji mermaid.
But the Fiji mermaid wasn't his only mermaid.
No, it wasn't. Years after the Fiji mermaid craze had died down, Barnum heard about another exhibit making the rounds in a small traveling sideshow out west called The Real Mermaid.
Now, all of that was true. Now, this is not true.
Popular, generating huge interest.
What we're looking at now is a shot of crowds lining up to see The Real Mermaid.
Thank you. There's something so eerie about all of the old pictures that are used in this and The Body Found. They are put together in such a weird way that, like, the perspective on them is really weird, the shadows are weird, the lighting is weird, and I know that's because they were just kind of photoshopped quite badly. But the vibe off them is so... It's like giving me Uncanny Valley, like, feelings.
This is a 19th century flyer that was touting the grand exhibit that P.T. Barnum was planning.
Paul, this is similar to what you found?
No, this is unbelievably similar to the remains we found.
Mr. Grant, Barnum acquired
He's
the mermaid
gagged.
sometime...
Oh my God.
Now, to the best of our knowledge, these...
Wow.
Let's show the rest of those, because there are more.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with this compelling footage, let's take a look.
Ooh!
Amazing. Whatever is piercing through that fish, is that what I think it is?
Oh, I think so. The same
And
thing
so do
has
I.
been found
Listen,
in-
if that was real, that would be crazy. They're just being quite nonchalant. They're just being quite casual about it. That would be insane if that was real. Can you hear my wheezing?
What you're looking at is home video taken 2,000 feet below the surface of the ocean. It was shot by the crew of a small submarine.
That's good.
So cool.
That's just a guy's face. They're goofing and gabbing.
We're down for 8-hour intervals, and it's a small space, so sometimes we get a little stir crazy.
We get a little silly.
Down off the Jan Mayen Ridge in the Norwegian Sea.
Here, let's take a look at this.
I know those sounds. We call that a bloop signature in the biz. In the biz of these two documentaries. I want to see Dr. Paul absolutely gooped.
That is incredible and unsettling, I'm sure. Paul, I mean...
That's a bloop.
Yes.
That's a bloop signature.
That's a bloop.
Torsten, you were told at the time that these were the sounds of pilot whales, right?
Yes.
And Paul, do you agree with that?
Those aren't pilot whales, no. The IGS told you that.
Yes.
Yeah, I just told you that, didn't they?
We were denied by senior officials, and we were reminded of our confidentiality agreements, and we were told that we could not share our recording with anyone else.
From where you stood, did you see this as a thinly veiled threat?
Yes, that was our feeling, yes.
Paul, does this sound too familiar to you? Deja vu?
We had our material confiscated. They were silenced. This is exactly the same thing. It's very familiar.
And why do you think to...
Speculate, of course, but there are billions of dollars. Well, we didn't think we had enough.
All them in.
Yes.
How do you do this?
He's kind of like giggling and kicking his feet looking at him. He's like, someone understands what I've been through.
And you did this on every dive for 7 months, is that right?
Yes, and we took down 2 cameras on every dive, just in case we might see them.
We need to get Julia on the show. What's her name? Julia? Sorry, Rebecca. Sorry, Rebecca.
Hands. They were hands.
We need to get Rebecca on the show.
When we come back, footage from the second camera.
Oh my
That's
God.
coming up right after the break.
We keep cutting to commercial. Dr. Paul was like very interested. Mermaids love to slam their hands up against things. Up against glass.
Just watched, and I'd like to start out with some reactions. Dr. Paul Robertson.
I'd really like to see what's on that second camera.
I'm glad. I think we all do. Our viewers at home, too, would like to see
I love that
We're
guy.
going to show you that right now.
I
Let's
love
take
him.
a look.
Okay, so that was kind of an even worse angle.
Dr. Robertson.
No, sorry. Can we play that back, please? You got it.
Oh my God. He's thrilled. Although I don't know why, because the last thing he said in the last documentary was like, leave him alone, I don't want to see him anymore. But he's thrilled. You know what? I'm happy for him.
Well, I looked at it, and I just knew I was looking into the face of another intelligence, another species like us.
Oh, okay. I see the face.
I'm going to put up an article here, and this is just remarkable. Please take a look at this. This is Greenland's response to what the Danish authorities shared with them.
Ooh.
The government in Greenland issued a total ban on all new drilling, all new oil exploration, and this was just announced on March 27th of this year, 2013. In light of this, Dr. Robertson, do you feel that the U.S. authorities, the Navy, will reevaluate their sonar testing?
I'm not sure about that,
No.
but even
No.
so, this is just
No.
an incredible...
Scandinavian countries are going to do right. The US and the UK are going to do evil. It's like tropes of the world.
Well, if I may, I'd like to congratulate Dr. Robertson. I believe what he did is incredibly brave, the way he came forward with this, and we were very much inspired by what you and your team did and your work, and so...
You guys should get a drink.
That's very gracious
Oh,
of you.
guys.
Perhaps not such a bad whistleblower after all, Dr. Robertson.
It's not.
Hey.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for tonight. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. We close where we began, filled with questions, but also filled with new wonder about what might yet be out there. Thank you for joining us this evening, and for all of us, good night.
Oh. Ugh. What a thing. That was even more like we are pretending to be real than the first one was. Like, the first one, I've heard of mockumentaries. Okay, yeah, sure. You could claim, like, we're not trying to do anything here, but I wonder how that was aired originally. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder how it came across. I was expecting them to, like, kind of try and like one-up themselves, you know what I mean? But they stayed, like, weirdly grounded, which I think is even more, like, I don't know, like, if I had seen that at the time, I maybe would have been, like, fooled by it, or like, oh, at least they think that this is, like, real talk. I'm not well. So thank you for watching this reaction video, if you were able to. I've enjoyed going on this journey. I'm officially in the Mermaids sequel. What's a trilogy if it's only 2? Body found, new evidence, fandom. What a weird, like, couple of films that got made. If this is the first video you've seen from me and you enjoyed it, think about giving a like or a comment, or even maybe subscribing to me. Sometimes I do things like this and other things about things I've watched and read. But if not, I'm just happy you watched this one, and I wish you a very good rest of your life. Goodbye.